Hey guys, coldbrew here, back with another raid video. The champion training tournament is officially started. It's been one day and I want to show you guys my progress and my push that I did since the first couple of hours that this started. Of course, this is not something that everyone can do, especially if you did not prepare. If you didn't catch my video about 2 days ago where I did mention some good tips in order to progress through these champion training tournaments, then you might be missing out on ways that you can maybe in the future compete in these. I'm not saying that this is fair at all. No, it is not fair. This is very similar to how CVC is. CVC is all about spending, and who spends the most basically wins. And the biggest thing with Plarium here is that they added the skill books giving you points in champion training tournament. This allows for big upsets and it's no longer about champion training. Honestly, it's no longer about champion training. It's all about whether you have skill books plus the champion training. So if you have skill books, you can potentially snipe your competition for 50,000 points pretty easily, right? Does that mean that the competition doesn't will always lose? Well, no, you never know what's gonna happen. Here, I'm currently sitting at about 50,000 points above number 2. Is that safe? I wouldn't say it's really safe because I don't know what these guys are doing. I don't know what these guys are planning. Maybe they want to sit it out and push on the final day. It's honestly a mystery. And me as a content creator, I do get some rewards. But I wanted to show you guys what that actually means, because I did a video 2 days ago before they started, and I'll show you what kind of resources I have right now. I only bought energy packs, okay? I only bought energy packs because I didn't have any energy, and didn't buy any skill tone packs because although these give a lot of points, I just don't find the value out of those, and I prefer to just grind it out. Okay, so let me just show you what this takes, and I'll explain you guys my process of how I did this push in like one day. Do 60,000 points. I know lots of players out there did more, but I basically took it easy since I saw that the competition wasn't really pushing. If I see them push a little bit, what I usually do in these situations is, let's say they push 1,000, I push 5. Okay, that's basically what I do, just to play it safe, because I know I cannot be 24/7 on the PC. So let me show you guys my resources. I have 50 million silver right now, 1,100 gems, and I did all those points, and I have lots of energy here, which I didn't have beforehand, but it was, you know, pack offers that I bought. So let's see the brews. I have 2.2k on the blue ones, 2,000 on spirit, 1.8 on red, and 2.9 on the voids, plus 28 barrels, which I did not touch. Actually, I went up in barrels because of the reward in dungeon divers. So this was my video the other day, guys, and I was showing you guys 2.7 thousand right there. Let me get this a little bit bigger. So 2.7 on the blue brews, and what do I have here? 2.2. So I used about 500 brews. I actually did some bad decisions with the brews. I fully leveled up some champions with this, which isn't the optimal way to do with your brews, because you lose out a lot on the point efficiency. 2.2 on the greens. I have 2,000, so about 250 there, 260. 1.9 on the red ones, and what I had 1.9 on the red ones, and now I have 1.8, so barely used any, like 100, and 2.9 on the voids, and I had 3.1. So you can see I didn't use a lot of the resources I had here. The biggest resources I get from Plarium is chickens, and I think the chickens I showed them a little bit after. Did I show them a little bit after on the video? I showed them here. So I had 100 4-star chickens, 433 5-star chickens. These, the 5 stars, I do get from Plarium. Okay, every week we get 7 5-star chickens from Plarium, plus some energy, some gems, which I usually spend on shard pulls, and some skill books, which do add up over months, but I usually use those. I used up a lot of those in CVC rather than just saving them for sniping out these situations. And then all those chickens, and if we go back into the game, check my chickens, I used 7 5-star chickens, and I went up in 4-star chickens. As I was saying in my previous video, chickens are not the way to go with this. These give Yes, some quick points because I can do, you know, I can do this and then use up the chickens, okay? And that is going to give me the flat reward of the rank up. But this is not how you get points, guys. You get the points, as I said in my previous video, from leveling up and using your brews to level up your champions. That is very crucial. The brews is where you get the big points when you don't have the energy, okay? If you have the energy, you go into champion training and you farm it out. As you can see, my silver didn't go up at all. I had 50 million, I believe, in the video. And I'm surprised that I still have about 50 million. And the gems are about the same, even though I have the daily gem pack, which gives you like 50 gems per day, plus all the rewards you get from kind of events and the clan boss and stuff. So I stayed the same here, but I did complete the artifact enhancement event, which costs about, I want to say 20 million to do the points here. But I went a little bit further than that, and I also had some unlucky accessory level ups. So I would say I earned about 30 million silver along the road, okay? And that is what you guys have to understand in this situation with the champion training. Maybe this is not the one that you'll win, okay? But if you ever want to win one, you gotta be prepared and also get lucky. Getting lucky, frankly, I got lucky because I don't know the competition here. But I know that I didn't get any of the guys such as maybe somebody else got on the global leaderboard. Some people say, speculate, I have no idea. Some people say that you get competition around the similar levels of activity that you have. If that was the case, then like I know Ziggy would probably get a lot of heavy competition every time. Probably he didn't get it this time around. I don't know about all the others. I know Tyraku pushed the 75k on day one. So I'm not sure. I think it's completely random on how they put you together. Also, the fact that they split around the groups with people who have the soul and people who have the archer, who don't have the soul but have the archer, and people who don't have the archer, made it so that I think the bigger whales will just be competing for the soul, okay? But other than that, I think it's completely random. There's no way that they make it fair. Like, oh, you did 0 points, so I'm gonna place you with other people that did 0 points. But I think it's more so about your level and how heavy you can push in general. Because on my free-to-play account, which is currently farming, okay, free-to-play account is currently right here doing some champion training. No chance to win, but I'm still doing it for the Rathalos soul points. Oh, this is gonna be my final run. I think the leader here in this tournament has 15,000 points, and in 2 days that's quite low if you are in a heavy group. But this is not a heavy group. I'm a level 54 account level, and the enemies probably are around those levels or have that sort of activity of a newer account, somebody who doesn't have a 6-second farmer and all that. So just finished some farming here. I can actually show you the champion training here, and then maybe give you some tips. Oh, actually I can make a primal from this one. Yeah, 15,000 on this one. I mean, it's not a lot, but for me on the free to play, it's a lot to do double the points that I currently have. It's not only do double, but also not only catch up, but also overtake him. It's basically impossible with how slow I can farm with, you know, a kale. But it doesn't make it so that other groups, people are probably going to get the archer for the minimum, which is 12.5k or something. We'll see that happen. So what are my tips for you guys in the future to do this? So obviously RSL helper, it's a cheat code. Like this thing helps a lot with removing the boring part, which is switching out the food and stuff. But if you're okay with that, then you can actually you won't be as efficient. The game does not help you at all. They haven't improved this system for 5 years, so it's not that easy to do. But what you can do is start doing what I do usually when there's a champion training. I level up stuff, but I keep them at 5 stars with 0 levels on them. So although I had a lot of 5 stars here, I think I showed it in this video. I explained on what you see this page right here. This was my box of champions before it started. I had about 95 stars at level 1, ready to go for a burst of points. That allowed me to basically say to the competition, look, I'm just getting started. And then I used all of those to get 6 stars. I 6-starred a lot of my champions. And now on the main account, I'm sitting with a lot of 6 stars without having to use my chickens because I got a lot of points. And now what I will do is go back and start making 5 stars so I can throw them back into my vault right here and slowly get my vault filled up with more 5 stars available for big points. Plus, I have all the legendaries. No, I think I threw them in here. I have all the legendaries, all the dupe legendaries that I have, which are level 1, which also give me a point, although I don't feed them for rank ups. I just keep them here, except for a special occasion, which is gonna be these these Altans, which I took to 6-star and given them some brews. That is where my blue brews went, and I took them to 6-star because I will be feeding them to my Chronam to make my Chronam a +4, and I don't want an Altan +4. I want a Chronam +4. So I thought I might as well do this. And in total, guys, I'm sitting at, from all the years I've been playing it, look at how many 6 stars I have. It's getting to a point where I'm gonna be 6-starring not only random champions, just champions that I'll never use, just maybe a rare that I have that is not 6-star. I'll do that and then throw him in the vault, never to touch that rare again, which is very, very, very bad. But I'm a person who doesn't do a lot of shard summons, so I won't have lots of legendaries dupes to take over my vault, which is what the big spenders usually have as well as that, because the big spenders get lots of legendaries and they don't always feed them. They have copies of and stuff. So yeah, these champion training tournaments are extremely luck based, I will say, but also preparation is needed if you want to scare off the competition. And the fact that the books give you that big burst of point potential makes it so that there's some mind games that can't be played for the next 2 days and 21 hours, making you think, okay, do I stay on my computer or on my phone? Do I have that flexibility? That is not the reality for a lot of people. I've seen videos and from other creators who have spent tons of time in these tournaments because they just got a bad group where there was a heavy competition. And in those situations, like here, if I had somebody who was pushing from the first hour, pushed an insane amount of points, I would probably give up. I don't need the archer so much. I will use her for Hydra, but nowhere else. Like, I don't need her for pushing in waves. Like, I don't need that sort of thing. It's just for Hydra. Strictly Hydra push. The same thing I did for Krisk. I needed a second Krisk for my Brutal team. I had one for my Nightmare team, but I needed one for my Brutal team. So when I see the need, I'll do it. But if I see champions like Tatsu, we had Tatsu, I believe, in the summer. Was it? Useless to me. It didn't even go for it. I mean, it would have helped my Mikage chase. Didn't go for it. We had other champion training as well for legendaries. I think we had one for, I want to say Battle Khazar, but I'm not sure. We had more that I just skipped. And maybe skipping those also allowed me to drop into certain tournaments where players are not so competitive. Maybe that happened. I don't know, guys. It's all speculation. I just wanted to show you the reality of how it looks. And compare the resources I had 2 days ago to the resources I have today. It's mostly energy spent through the packs I bought and some gems I had, but honestly, it was using up the packs that I bought. And then after this, as I said, I'll be continuing on pushing and just making 5 stars without leveling them up. So my points will be very slow now, but I'll be keeping the burst. So I have a big burst available in case I need to. Right, so yeah, I hope they do something else in the future. I doubt it though, because probably this is another big source of money. I didn't go for Alatrion. I didn't go for the 5-star soul for Ancora, so maybe that's also something. I saved up tons of resources by not going for those. I know people who went for those and then just felt so tired after that they didn't want to go for it. So yeah, maybe also pick your battles, guys. Maybe it helps you out. And yeah, take it easy, guys. It's a game. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.